Have you felt it? The air seems heavier, the world more chaotic, and yet there's an unshakable sense that something monumental is about to happen. What if I told you this isn't just a coincidence or random chaos? What if all the unsettling events, the celestial wonders, and the shifts in energy were part of a much bigger plan? Look to the skies, 4 consecutive supermoons, brighter and closer than ever, lighting up the heavens like cosmic beacons. These aren't just astronomical phenomena, they're signals. The universe is speaking, and its message is clear. The simulation is ending, and the truth is being revealed. As we hurtle toward the close of 2024, the illusions that have held us captive for centuries are unraveling. This isn't the end of the world, it's the end of an era. A profound shift is upon us, one that demands our attention, our courage, and our willingness to embrace transformation. Are you ready to see beyond the veil, to understand what these signs mean for humanity, for you, and for the path ahead? This is your moment. Don't wait for the storm to pass. Step into the eye of it and awaken to your truth. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this message with those who need it most. Together, we can navigate this transition, embrace the revelations, and step boldly into the new paradigm. The time to act is now. Decoding celestial signs. What supermoons mean. Imagine standing under a vast night sky, the moon glowing larger and brighter than usual, as if it's reaching down to touch your soul. A supermoon isn't just a visual spectacle. It's a whisper from the cosmos, a luminous reminder of our connection to something far greater than ourselves. In spiritual and cosmic contexts, supermoons symbolize alignment and amplified energy. Like a magnifying glass concentrating sunlight, these celestial events intensify the energies around us, bringing clarity to what often feels murky or uncertain. At its core, a supermoon occurs when the moon's orbit brings it closer to Earth, making it appear larger and brighter. But spiritually, this proximity is more than physical. It's symbolic. The moon, long regarded as a mirror of our emotions and inner world, seems to lean in, urging us to look within. It's as if the universe is gently nudging us, saying, "Pay attention, reflect." Feel the heightened energy of a supermoon amplifies our thoughts, emotions, and even the undercurrents of the collective consciousness. For many, this can feel overwhelming, like the tide rushing in too fast. But just as the ocean finds its rhythm, we too are invited to find balance amidst the surge. These celestial events also signify alignment, a harmony between the earth, moon, and sun. This alignment serves as a metaphor for the balance we are called to seek in our own lives. Picture the sun as a source of action and vitality, the moon as a keeper of intuition and emotion, and the earth as the grounding force. When these celestial bodies align, they remind us of the delicate interplay between our mind, heart, and spirit. A supermoon illuminates not just the night sky, but also the shadows within us, shining a light on the areas we often neglect or avoid. In many ancient traditions, the moon is considered a sacred symbol of cycles, waxing, waning, and renewing, much like the phases of our lives. A supermoon amplifies this cyclical wisdom, reminding us that change is not something to fear, but a natural and necessary process. It's a cosmic cue to let go of what no longer serves us, to shed old patterns, and to embrace renewal. Just as the moon pulls the tides, it tugs at the waters within us, stirring our emotions and encouraging introspection. But why now? Why are these celestial phenomena so significant in today's context? Supermoons aren't isolated events. They are part of a larger narrative of cosmic shifts. They occur at moments when humanity is at a crossroads, urging us to pause and reflect. They are like signposts on a winding road, pointing toward transformation and awakening. Their brilliance cuts through the fog of distraction, offering us a rare moment of clarity, a chance to align with the universe's rhythm. The earthly mirror. Unsettling events as reflection. The world around us is like a giant mirror, reflecting the energy we collectively hold within. Recent unsettling events, raging storms, political turbulence, societal unrest, are not just random occurrences. They're the universe's way of holding up a magnifying glass to humanity's collective consciousness. Picture the Earth as a living being, deeply intertwined with our emotions, thoughts, and actions. When we harbor fear, division, and imbalance, the planet responds, much like a pond rippling when a stone is thrown. These natural disasters and upheavals are not punishments. They are signals, just as thunder warns of an approaching storm. They tell us that the energy we project as a society, our anxieties, conflicts, and imbalances, is coming to the surface, demanding to be seen and healed. Consider a volcano erupting, spewing lava and ash into the sky. On the surface, it seems destructive, but beneath the chaos lies a release of pressure that's been building for years. In the same way, political and social unrest reveals the pressure points of injustice, inequality, and suppressed emotions that can no longer be contained. It's as though the earth is exhaling deeply, shedding the weight of unspoken truths. These eruptions are painful, yes, but they clear the way for new landscapes, both literal and metaphorical, to form. Natural disasters, too, are powerful symbols of transformation. Floodwaters, though devastating, wash away the old and stagnant, much like a spring cleaning of the earth itself. Hurricanes and earthquakes shake us out of complacency, reminding us of our fragility and our interdependence. These events, though unsettling, are part of a larger rhythm, an ancient dance of destruction and renewal that mirrors the cycles within us. Just as a caterpillar's cocoon must break for a butterfly to emerge, the earth undergoes shifts that, while disruptive, pave the way for growth. Even political upheavals and societal unrest serve a greater purpose. They are like cracks in a dam, revealing the deep currents of dissatisfaction and unmet needs beneath the surface. These moments challenge us to confront uncomfortable truths and ask hard questions. What is no longer working? Where have we strayed from unity and compassion? It's through this tension, much like the heat and pressure that transform coal into diamonds, that meaningful change is born. Rather than viewing these events as chaotic or apocalyptic, we are invited to see them as necessary growing pains. Imagine planting a seed. It must push through the heavy soil, breaking its shell, to reach the light. In the same way, humanity is pushing through the weight of old paradigms, striving toward a higher consciousness. The discomfort we feel is the earth and humanity recalibrating, striving to align with a new vibration. These unsettling times are not the end, but a transition. Like the sunrise breaking through after a storm, the challenges we face now are the prelude to clarity, renewal, and a brighter horizon. If we can shift our perspective to see these events as reflections of our collective journey, we can embrace them not with fear, but with hope for what lies ahead. Breaking the illusion, the end of the simulation. Imagine waking up in a room you've lived in your entire life, only to discover that the walls are made of mirrors, reflecting illusions rather than reality. This is the essence of the simulation, a metaphor for the material world that has long kept humanity confined within its own perceptions, chasing shadows instead of grasping truth. The simulation is not a literal construct, but a reflection of the systems, beliefs, and limitations we've accepted as real. It's the veil that separates us from seeing life in its fullness, much like clouds obscuring the brilliance of the sun. And now the cracks in this illusion are growing wider. What many perceive as chaos, the turmoil of our times, is not the end of the world, but the end of this simulated way of seeing it. The breakdown of the simulation feels unsettling because it shakes the foundations of what we've known. It's as if the stage curtains are being pulled back, revealing that the play we've been acting in was never the whole story. Systems of control, fear, and separation are being dismantled, much like a house of cards tumbling in a breeze. But this collapse is not destruction for destruction's sake. It's liberation. Think of an old, dilapidated building that must be demolished to make way for something new, something stronger and more beautiful. The chaos is merely the dust rising as the walls fall, a necessary step in revealing the open sky beyond. This process can feel overwhelming, like a tidal wave sweeping away everything familiar, but it's also a profound opportunity. Just as a snake sheds its skin to grow, humanity is shedding outdated beliefs and structures that no longer serve our collective evolution. The simulation, with its material obsessions and illusions of separation, has kept us small, tethered to fears of scarcity, unworthiness, and division. Now, as these illusions crumble, we are being invited to step into a greater truth, one that transcends the boundaries of the material world. This truth is spiritual liberation, the realization that we are not confined by the rules of the simulation, but are infinite beings connected to a greater cosmic whole. It's like stepping out of a dark cave and into the sunlight, your eyes adjusting to a brightness you never imagined. The end of the simulation is not a loss, it's a gift. It's a reminder that life is more than possessions, more than labels, more than the struggles that seem so all-encompassing. Like waking from a vivid dream, we are beginning to see that the reality we've clung to was only a fragment of the vastness we are capable of experiencing. What lies beyond the simulation is freedom, not the kind sold to us in material terms, but a deeper freedom rooted in connection, purpose, and unity. The journey ahead may feel like walking through a storm, but every step brings us closer to the calm, the clarity, and the open skies of a world reborn. This is not the end. It's the beginning of everything. The cycle of transformation, endings and beginnings. Life moves in cycles like the ebb and flow of ocean tides or the changing seasons. Each phase, whether it is a budding spring or a fading autumn, has its purpose in the grand design of existence. Endings and beginnings are not separate. They are threads in the same tapestry, intricately woven together to create the rhythm of life. In both the cosmos and human consciousness, this cycle is unending, a sacred dance of life, death, and rebirth. Just as the sun sets each evening to make way for a new dawn, so too must aspects of our lives fade away for something fresh and vibrant to emerge. The current period of intense change is a testament to this truth. What seems like destruction is, in fact, a prelude to renewal. Consider a forest consumed by fire. To the casual observer, it might appear as though the land has been ravaged beyond repair. Yet beneath the ash, the soil is richer than ever, teeming with the potential for new growth. The flames, though fierce and unrelenting, are nature's way of clearing the old to make room for the new. In the same way, humanity now stands in a season of endings. Structures, beliefs, and systems that no longer serve our growth are crumbling, much like leaves falling from a tree in autumn. It's not the end of life, but the preparation for the next phase, a winter of introspection that will lead to the blossoming of spring. Endings can feel painful, even heartbreaking, because they ask us to let go of what we've known. But just as a caterpillar must surrender to the cocoon to become a butterfly, we too must embrace the unknown to unlock our potential. It's in these moments of transition that we grow the most, even if the path is shrouded in uncertainty. Transformation is rarely comfortable. It's like the cracking of an egg that allows the chick to emerge, or the breaking of a seed so the sprout can reach the light. Each ending carries within it the seed of a beginning, waiting patiently for its moment to flourish. This cycle is not limited to individual lives. It echoes through the cosmos. Stars are born, shine brightly, and eventually collapse, but even in their death, they give birth to new elements and worlds. Similarly, human consciousness evolves through cycles of awakening and rest, discovery, and forgetting. The challenges we face now are part of this cosmic rhythm, a signal that we are nearing the end of an old way of being. The discomfort, the upheaval, it's all part of the birth pangs of a new era. Rather than fearing these endings, we are invited to welcome them as opportunities. They are not losses, but transformations, much like a phoenix rising from its ashes. This period of intense change is not chaos without purpose. It is the universe reminding us that every sunset carries the promise of a sunrise. In surrendering to the cycle, we find our place within the infinite dance of renewal, inner reflection, personal awakening, and growth. The chaos we see outside often mirrors the storms within us, like ripples on a lake reflecting the sky above. In times of upheaval, the world becomes a stage for our internal struggles, magnifying the doubts, fears, and unresolved emotions we carry. It's as if the universe is holding up a mirror, urging us to pause and take a closer look. Just as a seed must break open in the dark soil to grow, our greatest personal transformations often come from confronting the discomfort within. This is the essence of inner reflection, turning inward to find clarity amidst the noise. During these turbulent times, introspection becomes not just a choice, but a necessity. Imagine standing in a forest during a storm. The only way to find peace is to ground yourself, to center your being amidst the swaying trees and howling winds. The same principle applies to life's chaos. By practicing self-awareness and mindfulness, we can navigate the external turbulence without losing our inner balance. Introspection is like shining a flashlight into the corners of your mind, illuminating the patterns, beliefs, and emotions that may have been hidden in the shadows. It allows you to see clearly, to release what no longer serves you, and to embrace the growth waiting to unfold. To align with this energy, practical steps can be taken. Meditation, for example, is like stepping into a quiet room amidst the bustling noise of life. Even a few minutes of stillness can help calm the mind and connect you to your inner wisdom. Journaling, on the other hand, acts as a bridge between your thoughts and understanding, letting you pour your feelings onto the page and uncover deeper truths. It's like untangling a knot. Each word written helps you make sense of the tangled emotions within. Breathing exercises, gratitude practices, or simply spending time in nature can also help. Each of these acts serves as a reminder that while you cannot control the storm outside, you can find peace within. Growth, after all, is a journey of small steps. Like a tree reaching toward the sun, it happens slowly, steadily, and with intention. Seeking truth, beyond fear and separation. Imagine standing in a dense fog, where shapes and shadows distort reality, making everything appear far more daunting than it is. This is what fear and separation do. They create illusions, barriers that keep us from seeing clearly. Yet, the moment sunlight breaks through, the fog begins to lift, revealing the truth that was there all along. Recognizing truth amid illusions is much the same. It requires light, the light of awareness, courage, and connection to dispel the darkness. In a world where fear and division often dominate, seeking truth becomes an act of liberation, a way to transcend the surface chaos and uncover the deeper unity that binds us all. Fear thrives on the idea of separation, convincing us that we are isolated islands adrift in a vast sea. But truth shows us the opposite. We are threads in a magnificent tapestry, woven together by shared experiences, emotions, and purpose. Much like the roots of trees in a forest that intertwine beneath the surface, supporting and nourishing each other, we are deeply connected, even when it's not immediately visible. To recognize this is to dissolve the illusion of division and realize that our strength lies in unity. Fear shrinks our world, like a curtain closing us off from the light, but truth opens it, letting in the expansive view of life's interwoven beauty. How can we begin to seek these deeper truths in our own lives? First, by questioning what we've been taught to believe. Are these fears truly ours, or are they shadows cast by others? Seeking truth is like peeling an onion. Layer by layer, we shed falsehoods and come closer to the core. Practices such as meditation or quiet contemplation can help quiet the noise of the world, allowing us to tune into the wisdom of our hearts. Conversations with others, approached with openness rather than judgment, can also reveal how much more alike we are than different. When we prioritize unity over division, we create ripples of change. Every act of kindness, every moment of compassion, chips away at the illusion of separation, reminding us of our shared humanity. Seeking truth is not about finding all the answers. It's about embracing the journey of discovery. It's about recognizing that behind every illusion of fear lies a reality of love and connection, waiting for us to see it. Like stars emerging from a dark sky, the truth always shines. It just requires us to look up. Embracing change, a new era of connection. Change can feel like standing at the edge of a vast ocean, unsure whether to step into the waves or retreat to the shore. Yet, as we shift from fear-based consciousness to one rooted in freedom and purpose, we realize that those waves aren't there to drown us. They are there to carry us to a brighter horizon. This is the essence of the new era we are stepping into. An era where connection replaces division and love replaces fear. It's like emerging from a long, cold winter into the warmth of spring, where everything feels alive and full of possibility. The collective awakening we are experiencing is humanity's sunrise, casting light on truths we once couldn't see and awakening us to a higher state of being. This shift is not abstract. It manifests in the way we live and relate to one another. Fear-based consciousness often kept us locked in survival mode, focused on scarcity, competition, and self-preservation. But now many are beginning to see the world through a different lens. Acts of kindness, once seen as rare, are becoming more commonplace, like seeds sprouting in fertile ground. In relationships, we notice a deeper desire for authenticity, a willingness to share vulnerabilities, and a commitment to truly listen. It's as if the walls we built to protect ourselves are crumbling, revealing bridges to connect with others instead. In our daily lives, this shift shows up in small but profound ways. People are choosing collaboration over competition, valuing community over isolation. They are seeking purpose in their work, no longer satisfied with jobs that drain their energy, but instead pursuing paths that align with their values and passions. It's like trading a pair of heavy boots for light, comfortable shoes. We're learning to walk through life with ease, guided by intention rather than fear. This awakening is a reminder that we are not separate fragments, but parts of a larger whole. Just as rivers flow into the ocean, each of us contributes to a collective consciousness that is evolving toward greater unity. Embracing change means letting go of old fears and stepping into this flow, trusting that it will lead us to something far more profound. This era of connection is a chance to live not just for ourselves, but with and for one another, weaving a tapestry of shared purpose, love, and freedom. The bigger picture, cosmic alignment, and divine purpose. Imagine the universe as a vast symphony, with every star, planet, and soul playing its part in a divine melody. Recent celestial events, like supermoons and planetary alignments, feel like the crescendos in this grand composition, signaling that something profound is unfolding. At the same time, the earthly turbulence we witness, societal shifts, natural upheavals, and personal awakenings, mirrors this cosmic rhythm. It's as though the universe is tuning us, aligning humanity with a greater universal energy. These events are not random. They are the notes of a divine plan, reminding us that we are part of something far larger than ourselves. This alignment offers hope, much like seeing the first light of dawn after a long night. It signals that despite the chaos, there is order beneath the surface, a purpose guiding us forward. Just as a gardener prunes branches to encourage new growth, the universe clears what no longer serves to make space for the extraordinary. We are being invited to trust this process, to see the patterns that connect the stars above and the lives we live below. By embracing this bigger picture, we find inspiration to move forward, knowing that every challenge is a step toward collective harmony and divine fulfillment.